Can we, as fans, accept the painful reality that a four-time champion, a foundational pillar of a dynasty, might actually be the one blocking the path back to glory? I'm talking about more than just a missed free throw, folks. I'm talking about a seismic shift in the balance of power, not on the court, but deep within the walls of the Golden State Warriors front office. We've watched this team struggle for consistency, searching for that missing piece of the championship puzzle, only to now learn that the key to unlocking their future was reportedly vetoed by an active member of their own roster. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on a story that feels almost unbelievable. Draymond Green, the heart and soul of the Warriors defense, allegedly used as leverage to shut down a trade for the NBA's newest 30-point-per-game sensation, Lauri Markkanen, a $238 million talent on a trajectory to superstardom. This isn't just about a trade that fell through. This is about power, legacy, the ticking clock on a dynasty, and the profound, perhaps even reckless, influence a veteran voice can wield. Grab your seats, because the temperature in the Bay just shot up, and this story is heating up faster than Klay Thompson's jumper on a hot streak. Let's dive straight into the stunning report that sent shockwaves across the league. The Golden State Warriors, a franchise operating with a win-now mentality dictated by the expiring championship window of their core three, had their eyes locked on a prize: Lauri Markkanen. The Utah Jazz forward has been absolutely scorching this season, joining Adrian Dantley as only the second player in Jazz history to average 30 points through the opening 13 games. This isn't just good production. It's elite, superstar-level offensive dominance delivered by a versatile seven-footer who can stretch the floor and provide the necessary size and scoring punch the Warriors have been desperately missing. Imagine Markkanen lining up next to Stephen Curry. The defensive gravity he would alleviate, the pick-and-pop brilliance, the sheer firepower he would inject into the starting five. It's a mouth-watering prospect, a move that instantly thrusts the Warriors back into the contender conversation, perhaps even making them title favorites. But the deal didn't happen. And according to insider reports, the reason wasn't Danny Ainge's notorious asking price. It was the emphatic, early intervention of Draymond Green. This wasn't a casual chat over coffee. According to Anthony Slater, Green didn't just offer his 2 cents. He reportedly urged the team to stay grounded, reminding the front office of the high-stakes discussions and, critically, their tendency to fail when dealing with a hard-nosed negotiator like Ainge. The cost for Markkanen, by all accounts, was hefty: a significant haul of picks, valuable prospects, and rotational pieces, the kind of long-term assets crucial for the franchise's stability after the current dynasty fades. Green respected the talent, but he simply did not respect the price tag, and he made that sentiment crystal clear to the decision-makers. Now, pause and consider the gravity of that moment. A player, a champion, essentially telling the general manager, "No, we are not making this deal." This is the kind of influence reserved for the truly transcendent, yet it raises a critical, uncomfortable question. Is Green's wisdom still sound, or is this the kind of overreach that blinds a team to its urgent needs? The argument Draymond Green made was likely rooted in the Warriors' established philosophy: maintain flexibility, don't sacrifice the entire future, and trust the veterans to figure it out. It's a noble stance, one that speaks to the old-school loyalty this team embodies. But here's the cold, hard 30 points per game reality. Lauri Markkanen is in his prime, playing at an All-NBA level and addressing the Warriors' most critical need for size and consistent secondary scoring. Let's be honest, the championship window for the current Warriors core, Curry, Thompson, and Green, is not wide. It's a narrow, pressurized slit, threatening to slam shut at any moment. Every day, they spend hoping for internal development or waiting for Klay Thompson to return to his old self is a day wasted. When you have an opportunity to acquire a guaranteed, proven $238 million superstar offensive machine who perfectly complements your best player, you pay the price. The cost might have been painful. Giving up draft picks feels like ripping off a Band-Aid. But what is the ultimate cost of not winning another title? For a team with their payroll and luxury tax bill, the only measure of success is the banner hanging from the rafters: Trading a handful of future picks for a championship-caliber player now is almost always the correct move. Green's influence, while meant to protect the franchise's long-term health, may have inadvertently sabotaged their immediate and most pressing goal. You can't put a price on a championship, yet Draymond essentially put a price ceiling on their pursuit. The double-edged sword of veteran influence, this report shines a harsh spotlight on the unique, often tense dynamic between the Warriors' veteran core and the front office. Draymond Green, due to his status, his championships, and his rapport with Stephen Curry, wields significant power. But power, especially unchecked power, can be a double-edged sword. We saw a recent strange example of Green's emotional intensity spill over on the court during a recent game. When heckled by a fan who called him a woman, Green felt compelled to confront him, later telling reporters, "It was a good joke at first, but you can't keep calling me a woman. I've got 4 kids and one on the way." While that interaction was quickly de-escalated and dismissed, it's a microcosm of the intense emotional energy Green brings to every interaction. That same fiery passion, which fuels his defense and championship pedigree, is what makes him so effective. But when that intensity and confidence translates into front office strategy, when a player essentially blocks a key move, it becomes a high-risk gamble. If the Warriors falter, if they miss the playoffs, or if they crash out early, every single report about the blocked Markkanen trade will be amplified tenfold. Green's decision, reportedly based on a protective financial outlook, will be judged by the ultimate metric. Did they win the title? This is the ultimate test of veteran leadership versus institutional vision. Can the Warriors succeed with the pieces they currently have, validating Green's conviction? Or will this trade veto become the most infamous what-if moment in the final chapter of the dynasty? The legacy and the clock is ticking relentlessly. Stephen Curry is still playing at an MVP level, but the supporting cast has struggled to maintain that championship consistency. The team is caught in a purgatory too good to tank, yet seemingly not good enough to seriously compete with the Western Conference elite. The Markkanen move would have been a definitive statement. The Golden State Warriors are all in. It would have been a bold, expensive, legacy-defining move. Instead, they hesitated, they were cautioned, and they stayed pat. The key takeaways here are stark and clear. Veteran power is real and potentially dangerous. Draymond Green's influence is undeniable, but the wisdom of blocking a move for a 30 ppg player must be scrutinized. The window is now, not later. The Warriors' focus must be on maximizing the remaining years of their core, not prioritizing long-term stability over immediate championship contention. Lauri Markkanen's ascension. His performance validates the need for a major impact addition to the roster. The story isn't over. The Warriors have time, but they don't have forever. This roster needs a spark, a jolt of world-class talent to restore their championship aura. The question now is, after missing out on Markkanen, where do they turn next? And more importantly, will the legendary Draymond Green be for or against the next big swing? Conclusion and call to action. What an extraordinary situation. It's a drama worthy of a sporting epic, loyalty, power, the quest for a 6th ring, and a generational talent that slipped through their fingers. The Golden State Warriors are a fascinating study in how a dynasty attempts to sustain itself, and this reported veto by Draymond Green is the most compelling and perhaps most concerning chapter yet. Did the heart of the dynasty just make the wrong call and miss the absolute last opportunity to grab the perfect piece? Or will he be proven right, leading this current group to an unlikely victory? We'll be watching every possession, every quarter, and every decision to find out. Now, I want to know what you think. This story is explosive, and your voice matters. Was Draymond Green right to block the trade and protect the Warriors' future assets, or did he just commit one of the biggest strategic blunders of the last decade? Hit that like button if you think the Warriors missed their shot, and drop your fiery opinions in the comments below. Let's get this debate started.